What's good, folks? This is my second time recording this because the first time I recorded it was like the middle of last night. Well, not really the middle, but like right before I was gonna go to bed, and I was half dead, basically, could barely even speak. So I wanted to redo it, do it a little bit later, you know, playing this a bit later, slightly off time, but still gonna be pretty exciting. But let's today take a look at arguably my favorite deck of this entire new set 8, which is Dungaree. So Dungaree got some really cool support cards. It basically is the better Narukami variant, in my opinion. Actually better than Vermilion, I would say. At least it feels like that on the ladder, and from like the general player opinion. We'll see what the tier lists say when we get to that. But Dungaree got some cool support. Of course, we have the original Dungaree, which is, you know, on when you write it, bind the top 2 cards of your deck, and then once per turn, when we break 4, you may counterblast 1, randomly put a card from your bind zone back to your deck. To the bottom of the deck, and retire front row rear guard. So those, I mean, it was already a solid card, right? But then they gave him a crossride, which is Dungaree Unlimited, who now gets plus 2k for every card in your bind zone, is a crossride, and also, when we break 4 once per turn, you can counterblast 2 and bind the top card of your deck, and then you retire one of your opponent's front row rear guards, and if you have 3 or more cards in your bind zone, you also gain a crit, which is really good, of course. We like our base crits, and in removal, in control clans like this, you know, that have a lot of removal, it's good. It's really, really good. So, apart from that, Dungaree got itself a 12k attacker. We run the countercharger Garuda. You know, Death Scythes are still good. Of course, Shiden is also still good as our intercept denier. Self-damagers to get Limit Break easily, Rising Phoenix just to use up Soul because we won't use it for anything else, and Stormy is arguably amazing in this deck simply because all of your retire is effect retire, so Stormy always gets the power up, and that's really nice. But one of the most important components of this deck is the starter, which is Dandan. So Dandan says, every time your Dungaree is placed, so whether on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, you bind the top card of your deck. So that gives you more cards in bind zone, gives you more power-ups on your Dungaree Unlimited, which is really nice. And on top of that, you can also bind him to choose any card in your bind zone, add it to your hand. So if, let's say, you bind a Perfect Guard, because it's all from the top of your deck, so if you bind a Perfect Guard, you bind like your, I don't know, some important grade 2, you bind, you know, your Dungaree Unlimited, let's say that you wanted to crossride next turn, you can just pick it up, and then, you know, then you lose that extra bind skill, you know, from calling Dungarees, but you just call out a bunch of Dungarees and then you use him, and there you go. So the starter is amazing. Like, honestly, really carries the deck. That buff to choose something in your bind zone and add it to your hand was not there before. That is actually a new skill that they added for simply for this update in 0. So that's really nice, amazing skill, and you know, it's really good that they buff starters like that and make them very specific for the clan. So we're gonna play a Narukami mirror match. This is one of the harder matchups, I would say, because you kind of have to lose your starter to their Saishin. So we won't be able to show it off too much here, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, still cool. So, pretty easy mulligan here. We're going to keep it unlimited and just kind of hope for the best. Sometimes, it depends on the game. Sometimes I don't actually attack early to not lose the starter, but we'll see what we do. We're going first, so that's kind of good at least. I can afford to just pass on turn 2 and then still get an extra bind, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to set up the 3 bind zone without riding the normal Dungaree. That's one of the weaknesses. Like, if you miss the normal Dungaree, it's not so much that the deck is weak, because it's still good, but not getting the 3 cards in bind, and then, you know, not being able to have the crit on the limit break, it does hurt a lot. So we'll see where we go. My man rides the Rising Phoenix here. Pretty interesting. So he's going to give us a damage. I'm most likely going to pass next turn, because I really need to get at least 1 extra bind card. So we'll see. He gets a draw trigger. Good for him, good for him. Alright, let's see. We don't get anything. Self-damager. Not too great. If we can draw into a normal Dungaree, that would be really, really good. Really, really good. Like, oh, perfect. Perfect, that's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. Like, now I can actually go in. I could actually attack and take his counterblast. Or, you know, make him use his counterblast. I could also just not and use it next turn, like actually get to use this, because then I bind 3 cards from writing the normal Dungaree. I think I'll still pass. It's okay to still be on 2 damage, because we are a limit break deck. We get a crit on top of that, you know, on our on our 4th turn technically. So let's see. He might want to try to rush me now. If he does, I mean, be my guest. I'll still get to pop something with the normal Dungaree, but it's pretty good, pretty good. Let's see what he rides. Goes for the Garuda. See if he has a self-damager. That could be kind of nasty. Oh, he has it. Damn. He had it. He had it. He had it. Okay. Mmm. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. The thing that they can do. Maybe he'll heal down. What did he even get in the damage here? Hey, Shiden. Alright, my man doesn't want to let me do my search even though I was being careful about it. Punished, punished. And the damage goes back to deck too, so it's just like we're still at 0-2 and we lost our grade 0. That's the saddest part. Alright. I'll take it, I'll take it. He did well. He did well, I'll take it. You know, I can't complain about somebody playing well. I won't get to take anything out my bind zone, but at least, hey, I will have the 3 cards in bind. That's what matters. That's what matters right now. So, no, don't go to main phase, please. Thank you. So, ride the Dungaree. Get the 2. Ooh, the PG. See, that's what I mean. You can tech those out. You can tech those out. But, now you can't. Alright, Dungaree. That's alright. I think I'm just go for a turn like this. Kind of let him bash me. Yeah, works out. Works out. Gets over defensives, and we get draws, so that's good too. That works out. We get 2 grade 2s to play down next turn, which actually doesn't matter as much that turn because then he has Vermilion available, and this is 100% a Vermilion deck. So, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Alright, so my man did not get the Vermilion, it looks like. Was stuck with a Jin, which is good news for me. Good news for me. I can actually afford to like rush him next turn and not feel the Vermilion repercussions. Of course, this could be a little bit of a bluff and you're just holding it. But I think you would always ride it just for the 11k base, so... Let's see it. Calls it down just to take it for 21. He wants to push me this turn. He wants to push. He saw that PG go to the bind. He knows it ain't in a good place. He's most likely going to take out my Jin with his self-damager attack, which is fine. 21. Whiffs the heal. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. And a draw. Damn. But he's checking all his Vermilions, not finding them, you know? And that thing's hitting for 23, so he can actually push me to 5 here. That's kind of nasty. Ooh, that's nasty. I don't like that. Ooh, I don't... What? Look at... It's all grade 2s. It's almost all grade 2s. That's nasty. God damn. Alright. Get the Stormy. So we're going to just crossride here. You're going to get to see the amazing animation that Dungaree Unlimited has. I might even pop the Jin off. I don't like this at all, to be completely honest with you. So I'm going to get to use this. Bada bing, bada boom. Pop it off and look at that. Looks so good. Just looks so good, man. I love it. Alright, I think I'm dead if I don't. So let me just play it safe here. Just play it safe. I think it's better to be safe than sorry in these kind of situations. Alright, now we're going to take out a PG, most likely, I'm assuming. I guess I'm not completely dead yet, even if he has Vermilion. We out here living, which is nice. Drawn to heal, but that's okay. We checked one, that's what matters. Alright, he did have the PG. Now it begs the question. If he doesn't have Vermilion, I think the thing is with Dungaree, right? I can afford to just keep them at 3, because I have the crit. So the next turn I can push him to 4 and just go in face with the Dungaree. So that's one of the strengths of the deck, like, just the inherent crit with a retire is so nice. Like, you thought MLB was hot with his, you know, base crit. This has crit, power, and retire. Okay, my man got the Death Scythe. But is that enough? I don't know, man. Let's find out. Ooh, has the Intercept Seal. So he's gonna try to finish it off here. Alright. Okay, we get the draw, that's good, that's good. Ooh, into a PG, I just like late reacted to that. His Vanguard doesn't even hit here. Oh, checks a crit though. My man's playing crits and everything, it's probably like 1 of 2. Alright, so I'm gonna lose my rears, but that's kind of okay. I mean, he has to have another PG to survive this. But I'm kind of chilling. Alright. Ghost face. I still have what? 1 more heal? Yeah, 1 more. Don't draw, please. Thank you. I was about to say, you bastard, but it did not need that. to be said. Alright, so we just gotta make one of these columns, I think. Just do one of these. No intercepts, but he won't have any either. What did I bind? Doesn't really matter, right? Another draw. It's alright. Okay, so now we have cool, strong numbers. As you can see, strong board, 24, 21. Very nice. And we can go hit the Vanguard, even if he checks the trigger. Oh, he plays more crits. He plays more crits. Okay, okay. I see you, I see you. Wow, the 1 of heal still comes through. I don't think it's enough to survive, though. Alright, let's see. Does he have another PG? He does not. And that attack is 29. So, sadly, it won't get through a 6 damage heal. Whew! Luckily, we don't need to. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. That was a quick game, too. Very kind of snowbally. Like it this. Doesn't like outright just smash your opponent in the face, but it just snowballs. If you want to see more gameplay of this deck, by the way, I was playing it on stream quite a lot. If you go to my Twitch, there should be an archive of a stream called a bonus stream, and you can check it out. I literally just played this deck on that stream and had like a 7-win streak, so you can check it out. That's generally how far I go with this deck, is like 6-win streak, 7-win streak, something along those lines. So, I'm going first again. That's good. You want to set up the crossride number before your opponent can do such a thing, so it's good for that reason. Alright, we have a draw in hand. I mean, a heal in hand. That's not too good. And the Rising Phoenix is my only grade 1. Well, it's my only Rising Phoenix, and it's my only grade 1 to ride. And that's not going to change, sadly. Alright, well, it is what it is. Our opponent had to do it last game. And then another big thing that, you know, led us to win that game, I think, is just that he didn't have Vermilion. If he had Vermilion, I would have still had a fighting chance because I always had an extra PG left in hand. But it definitely helped us fight. But we had him stuck on 3 anyway, so I think even with Vermilion, without drawing self-damagers, I don't know how much he could have done. Just would have been 1k higher in base power. So maybe even if he had Vermilion, that wouldn't have been that different, actually. Just being able to freeze them at 3 is really nice, and decks like this can do that really well. Looks like we're playing against the Goddess of the Sun here, which is a very strong deck, in my opinion. Not super strong, but strong enough. It's very, like, tanky. It takes a while to eat at his defenses, let's put it that way. So, we're just gonna swing with the 9k here. No need to, like, overexert. So, we get a draw as well. That's good. Into a normal Dungaree. Every time. It's just the normal Dungaree off of the draw. So we can still set up the crossride, which is good, you know, going first especially. That way we can actually be, like, 1 step ahead, in a way. So I really love playing this deck. It's really fun. It's not the kind of deck I can play forever, but for this month, you know, waiting until break rides next month, definitely very fun. Out of all the crossride decks, it's very fun. I think the other ones I was enjoying was like Glory. Platin I feel a bit odd about. Like, it's fun, but something about it just doesn't, I don't feel like click, you know. With Dungaree immediately we started vibing. You know, we met up, shook hands, and became best friends. Yeah, so Glory on the other hand is like, I think that the other thing is that I need to elaborate about this set is that everything is crossride support, right? But Dungaree was not really a deck of its own. You just had Dungaree in your Vermilion deck, and now it's its own deck, and so it feels very fresh and new to play. Whereas everything else, okay, Beast Deities actually and Goddess of the Sun are technically new decks too, but it's like the other decks I have, like Glory, Vermilion, and Platina. They're just like a slight addition to an old pre-existing deck. So that's the one thing that's like kind of different about it, I guess. Oh, there we go. PG goes away. That's alright. I'll keep it for now. I don't need it yet. I don't need PG in hand yet. So we'll just hold on to it for the time being. I think I'll set up a double intercept here, just to be safe. 1 to 3 is not a very comfortable position to be in, so... And I don't feel like sealing intercepts just yet. I want to keep that for later when we actually need it to win. And I don't have grade 1s in hand right now, that's another thing. Alright, I'm on drawing. 1 to pass, do we pass? That's a 1 of a no, and a 2 of a no. Guess we don't pass, but at least for him, he can't self-damage into Limit Break that easily, because Goddess of the Sun's Limit Break is damn annoying. But he can just ride the normal CEO this time, so... Let's see what he chooses to do. Alright, goes for the Goddess of the Sun. You can see her animation. Looks pretty, quite pretty. That's one self-damager. Do you have the second one? Oh my god, you do. Didn't you like drive check one of these? Okay, that's really strong because she can just tutor out a PG. And the worst thing is you don't even see what she tutors. That's the painful part. You don't see what she tutors. Luckily she didn't crossride, so she'll be 11k, which makes it kind of easy for me to hit, which is good. Okay, let's see what she's tutoring. I mean, we won't actually see it, but I can assume it's a PG. It's usually a PG or a Tom. It could be Tom actually, because she's gonna push me to 5, so she might be setting up for lethal next turn, which would be really scary. And I hope it's not Tom, but logically it would be. And my heal whiffs. That's unfortunate. Okay, we've slightly got our backs against the wall. Simply because like I can take out an intercept. I can actually go. Maybe he got comfortable. Part of me is like, what if he got comfortable and he searched Tom without having a PG, and he's just like, I'm not gonna die, I'm fine. You know? I can pick up a PG from my bind zone. The only problem is that if he searched Tom, that's not gonna do much, right? So what I need to do is I'm gonna call out a normal Dungaree here. Another PG. It's okay. It's okay. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Cool stuff. Get that cool effect animation. Alright, and now I choose 6 cards in Mind Zone. I think I'll take the PG here. I just kind of want to play it safe. Maybe it's not too safe, but we'll see. So now... it's a bit of a weird situation, actually. I might need to just set up double intercept to not die. I think that's what I gotta do, actually. So, like, I placed Dungaree just to maximize on my cards in the bind zone. But I think I gotta set up double intercept regardless, even though I'm sealing this one. You know? I'm just gonna, like, go for that, like, eat up a PG play, keep him at 3 so he can't limit break again. In case he did search the Tom, he will not be able to win because I have double intercept. So I have to, like step back and think for a moment. Because also I need the counter charge to keep using these skills. So that way, if I take 1 more damage next turn, I still have 2 more uses of Dungaree secured, which this game might come to, because games against OTT are very grindy. Okay, PG was there, so that's good. Left with 1 counterblast. Even if he self-damages, he can't use the limit break because it's 2 counterblast. So if he did not search a Tom, he doesn't have it right now. If he did, that's a different story. And that's the nice thing, like, they don't have much raw draw in this deck. So like, they run Luckbird maybe, Maiden of Libra not really, because they need a counterblast for the Goddess of the Sun. So he just has to play down some cards here and hope for the best. He can promote that self-damager with a boost, if he does have boosters. I have a feeling he played the Tom. I have a feeling he was waiting for the Tom, but... ooh, okay, okay. Now that's interesting, because now I can go full on in the face, which is something. But let's see, and then I technically have like a rear guard in hand, right? So he gets a draw. She's not on a crossride, but the Goddess of the Sun skill says if you have 2 more cards in hand, she gets 2k. So she still hits crossrides. Alright. Oh, my Shidens, they're dying. Don't need it right now though. But still, they're dying. Give them back to me. Alright. Let's see here. Bit of a tough situation because I still want the counter charges, but I guess I've had enough. Let's just say I've had enough. Counter charging, I think. Realistically, I can still play this down and still go face with it, and then use this to pop this, and then use this to just swing here. Because I can't take him to, like, there's no point taking him to 5, so I can just take him to 4, give him the counter blast regardless. I mean, I can't really avoid that. Yeah, let's just pop this, get the crit. Oh my god, my PG's back. That's scary. There's 1 PG left in the deck. Scary, bro. That's scary. Alright. I'll go for the 1, just to get the counter charge. Alright, no triggers. That's good. And now if he doesn't have a PG, which if you search Tom, maybe he doesn't. I don't know, it's hard to say. He would have definitely not have left up. Yeah, like he would have definitely put this to the front if he didn't have a second PG. Like that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just gonna take out the Apollon. Of course, it's not going to be used for its skill, but I mean, it's a rear guard. It's a rear guard to take out. But I'm against the wall right now, actually. I was kind of hoping to use my last heal there. No, I still have 2 more, damn. Yeah, I was hoping to heal there. Wow, final turn and everything. Alright, dude, I see you, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. I told you search the toms. I told you. I knew it. Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. I see you, I see you. You want to give that to the 8k Tom there? He's not really doing much. He's not really doing much, man. See, even if he gives it to the other one, it's only 21. So if I heal off the first one, I'm actually fine. Just gotta heal. Come on, baby. Alright. Do we heal? Guess not. Alright, well, can't do much against the Tim Tam. The Tim Tam Tom the Tim Tam Tom Timed us one last Timmy time. Alright, enough of that. Oh, that was somebody high rank too. I didn't even check who my opponent was. Who was it? Alright, I cannot. That's too much. Alright, it's been a pretty short video so far. I think we didn't take long to explain the deck because, I mean, there's just not that many new cards. So, let's look at what, you know, let's just play a third game. We don't often have the time for a third game, but let's go for a third game. Playing as Kagero. Pretty nice. Oh, it's Dumjid. Nice. I would sometimes keep this, but I really want to just go for Dungaree this game. Alright, well, one way or another, we will go for Dungaree. Man, it's like, against other decks, like, you know, Zeal or Narukami, your starter isn't safe, but then against Kagero, now your starter's safe. It's basically safe unless they give them 2 counterblast early. Pretty good. Alright. Even if I don't ride the normal Dungaree here, which I mean, having seen my track record so far, I will probably find it. But let's see. I'm glad that they like powered up Dungaree so much, because like when the Dungaree Limited first came out, it just felt so out of place. Everyone was just like, what is this card supposed to be? You know? And then now it's just like strong. Like I'm looking at Kagero and I'm like, you know, Kagero feels like it's like lacking almost right now. You know, it still has the restand and everything, but like, look at how much this deck is packing. You know, it really is packing a lot. Got 4 grade 3s in the opening hand. Well, 3 in the opening hand, 4 in the current hand. Let's put it that way. So, pretty good, pretty good. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, goes for the strike-in, so he's gonna go probably for a... maybe for the end restand. Does he want to give me damage, though? Because, I mean, I'm not gonna do much next turn. I'm just gonna ride grade 2 and swing. If he calls down a rear, I can swing at the rear and not give him the 2 counterblasts for the end. That's an option. Otherwise, I will want to swing at the face. Okay. Using Conroe. Ooh, not even a PG. He searches the 10k booster? That's interesting. Oops, it's the wrong thing. It's a log. Okay, call down Velocity, but look at the 10k vanilla. That's interesting. Okay, okay, I see you. I see you, I see you. We get a draw. Our hand is getting a little bit overwhelming here. Okay, he countercharges. He is setting up for some 2 counterblast play. He's definitely trying to go for some the end restand shenanigan thingy going on here. But I ain't buying that. Okay, 2 PGs in the hand. Pretty good. We'll write this for now. I'm gonna just swing at his rear, honestly. I don't see a reason to do anything else, but my hand is really, you know, it's 1 draw away from being an overdraw hand. So I'm just gonna do this, keep it for next turn, and just swing a rear, honestly. PG goes at the bottom, but I mean, we're gonna shuffle, maybe? Maybe. It's actually a maybe. It depends how much he pushes us this turn. But I don't want to give him the second counterblast because I feel like... the thing is now, we give him the option of like, oh, you can go for either the end or for just Overlord. Just to swing for the 2 crit. Oh. That's interesting. I guess he just missed the Overlords. That's unfortunate. Somehow, some of our opponents today are just not hitting their... they're hitting the wrong grade 3s. Which happens, I guess. Oh, my man wants to stop us at limit break. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not going to work, but it's kind of cool. Get a draw, though. Not going to work. There's a Stormy, 8 cards in hand, 1 card away from overdraw. So we will go to limit break, actually. Which is fine. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Alright. Taking 2 damage here. Pew! Pew! Okay, no more draws at least. I would have taken a heal there, but no draws, please. No draws, please. Alright, my man does not have any cards in hand, though. He has like 1 card. I'm ready to just blast him. Blast him right open. Oh, wait, we didn't draw. For the first time since 1974, we actually didn't draw the normal Dungaree. And there was a heal. Damn it. Damn it! God damn it! Alright. Enough. Ah, there he is. There's the man. Alright, got 2 cards in bind. I don't really think I need to do much else here. I'm gonna just call this down. And I'm gonna use my limit break to pop this bad boy. All the draws just going left and right. It's kind of unfortunate. Alright. So, my bind zone is not too hot, it's just triggers. So, that's a little bit, you know. I'm gonna just call down some grade 2s, not let him hit me too hard. Even if I have 2 PGs in hand, you know. Gotta stay safe for the homies. Just gotta stay safe here, I think. We have good swings, we can take him to 4, and it's not a limit break deck, so I mean, I don't mind taking him to 4. It's all good, all good. I'll attack like this so he thinks I play stands or something. PG gone, okay, and he didn't search PG from his Conroe. So, pretty good. And we heal down. Very good, very good. It's good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so he has a chance of healing now, of course. Hermo, PG, okay. 2 PGs gone. Probably holding on to 1 though, I'm assuming. We'll find out. He has to commit a lot of pieces to board just to clear my intercepts. And even if he does, I can just always self-damage. So, pretty good, pretty good. We have some good stuff going on here. I like this a lot. Unfortunate for our opponent that he doesn't have the Overlord. But I mean, it's a card game. These things happen. He's been filtering a fair bit. Not too much, but a fair bit. But still not able to hit. I still question his choice. Ooh. The only thing I question, really... Oh, I don't think that was the right call. Pop the Stormy, because you have to swing with both rears anyway. That's an interesting choice. Because he's giving me limit break no matter what. So he could have taken out the Stormy, who's like a huge component in me making big columns and big attacks. But I mean, with this, I'm kind of chilling. Another PG goes down. Gets a draw. I can kind of safely assume that's not a PG. The one thing I can do here is actually just go for Vermilion. Oddly enough, I can just go for Vermilion. I genuinely might. The only problem with Vermilion is that... Let me think, is it worth it? Is it actually worth it to go for Vermilion? Because I get a crit swing and a... Like with Unlimited, I get a crit swing and a rearguard swing interface. If he did somehow draw his last PG, which I don't think he did. My man is dead. But considering that he probably doesn't have the PG, I can take out the rear, swing rear into face, and then swing into face. But that gives him a chance to draw. And I think he has a lot of draws. Okay, that's not a good option. So I think the crit play is actually still better. Otherwise, Vermilion would take out the front row. And then I have 2 attacks, but they both would lose to defensive. So I don't like that. And I have 2 triggers left in deck, so I don't think that's a worthy option, actually. I'll just come out and say that it's just not a worthy option. And we're just gonna continue sticking on Dungaree, losing our heals and everything else. 1 trigger left in deck, unfortunate. I'll just stick to our guns. I think that's how we're gonna play this out. Alright, let me just... Give me something good from this bind for once. It's kinda good, but it's not. I was hoping for like a PG or something. I could just adopt into my hand. Alright, so... I think... I'm just gonna go like this. He might draw into a PG, even though that's very low chance. But at least here he doesn't have it. And let's see. See? 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 Heals coming through. Good thing I self-damaged. I was afraid of that. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm fortunate for our opponent, but honestly, like, riding a regular Overlord would have given him a bit of a, like, rearguard swing turn next turn if he had survived. Well, 97. But, the thing is that with the... if he rode the end, he would have not been able to restand on the first strike in turn. And I think it was aiming for that. So I think it was still the right play to, like, deny him the second counterblast. But, I don't know. Bit of a question mark there, but good game. We finished on 420, which is also a nice amount of points, but just barely off the Legend 9. But yeah, Dungaree's really fun. We lost that OTT game to Tom's, which, I mean, happens, but, you know, OTT is pretty strong for that reason. But yeah, the deck is really fun. I highly recommend you try it if you have the cards for it, whether right now in JP or in Global when this comes out in, like, October, I want to say. Because August will be Lukier set, September will be Aquaforce set, and then October will be... damn. October is going to be this set, so you only get to break ride in English in November, whereas we get it in August. So that'll be a bit away, let's put it that way. But yeah, really, really fun. Honestly, I love the deck, really recommend it, and you should give it a try if you have the cards. Or rental deck system also, that's another way to give it a try when it comes back every start of the month. But yeah, on that note, that's basically going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.